Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Sanjay. How are you doing today?
Yeah, well, can't really complain either, ma'am. I'm hale and hearty. God is merciful to me. Thank you for asking. What about you,
Okay.
ma'am?
All right. That's really great to know that you're doing so good and you have God's blessings over you. So I'm
Yeah.
doing very well. I'm doing very well. As you said, cannot complain. So I also cannot complain. But I have a minor headache. Otherwise, I'm doing all good.
Okay, so you are under the weather. So where are you living? I forgot, ma'am.
Okay. So, like, I hail from West Bengal, but as of now, currently, I'm residing in Jaipur.
Okay. Is there intense cold?
No, actually not now, but there has been some news about extreme and harsh weather conditions because of the effect of La Nina, if you are aware.
What is this, ma'am?
So La Nina is a like weather phenomena where it's kind of cold winter currents. So if it happens, then basically countries are supposed to have experience extreme weather conditions. So that's what India and other countries in the subcontinent are going to experience this particular year.
Lanira.
La Nina, L-A-N-I-N-A.
La okay, Lanina. Okay.
Yes. So, contrary to this, I think that the winters have not arrived yet because we are just feeling a little chilly. We are not feeling cold. So, we are not
Hmm.
freezing over here.
Yeah, it is about to come. It is little bit, I would say. In Surat, it is approaching, but in the morning time, we are getting cold only little bit.
Hmm.
But I'm feeling that this season there will be more cold. But throughout the year, we were getting too much rain, so
Hmm.
there would be intense cold, I think.
Yes, the temperature will drop sooner rather than later. Hopefully.
Right.
True. So, we started off with the discussion about weather phenomena, right? This La Nina and all. So, why is this happening? Because the last it happened was in the year 2001, and now it is about to happen in 2024. So, such a big time span, the difference you see between the 2 years. So, what do you think is the cause of this phenomena?
2001
The
and
last
2000.
it happened was in the year 2001.
Okay. True. So we were getting too much cold. So if we will compare from 2000, so we are this season we are getting too much, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So the climate is changing. I would say it is unpredictable. Sometimes we get less, and sometimes we get excess. So day by day it is changing. There is, I would say, uh, there is no certainty in climate as because of global warning, I
Mm.
think, and the day by day for urbanization, for development, we are cutting the tree, and we are and so these are the things, I think. This is the cause of suddenly change of environment, climate changes, and it can be the cause of this thing, man.
Yes, definitely. So, deforestation is one of the major causes of changing climatic conditions. We can say that. But why are people cutting down so many trees? What is the use of what is the use of land that people are cutting down trees so much in a huge number? What do you think?
For the sake of money, for the sake of their benefit, for the sake of development, urbanization, and they are cutting tree. So where I'm living, it was forest before some year back, I would say in 1996, and now many companies has been built out here.
Yeah.
So it has become like city. So for the sake of companies, for the sake of development, we are cutting the tree. And but the I think the land which is barren, I think we must build some companies. We must utilize in such a way. But if the land is I would say that is fertile and we can grow something. And if there is natural beauty, so I think we shouldn't cut. And definitely, if we will keep on cutting the tree, so definitely there will be a problem in soil erosion, and there will be problem in climate change. And there, so these are the medium. Actually, they are we are going against nature. Actually, forests are releasing oxygen, and they are getting carbon dioxide. They are they are consuming carbon dioxide. So we are going against the nature. The day
True.
will come, nature will destroy us, and and the consequences we are facing nowadays. Suddenly we are getting floods. Suddenly we are getting uh, earthquakes. Suddenly we are getting intense heat, and scorching heat, boiling heat, and suddenly we are freezing. So it is because of uh, we are destroying the nature. I think we must balance actually. Industries, industry also essential, and I would say for the sake of human development, for the sake of employment, industries are also essential, and people are getting a job, and it has been their livelihood, I would say. But as I said, I think we must balance both things, forest and urbanization as well.
Okay, so we must strike a balance between both of these things, urbanization as well as maintaining the forest cover.
Right,
Because, as you mentioned, forests are definitely essential and imperative for sustenance, for human sustenance, for animal survival.
right.
Okay, so what do you think that about this particular question? How does climate change affect food security and agriculture?
So if I will take instance of my native, my parents are living out there, and uh, they are very, I would say, down in the dumps sometimes, and because of uncertainty of rain, when it doesn't require, it is pouring, and when it requires, there is no rain. So uh, well, due to this, there is no chance of cultivation. There is no chance of crops, and day by day we are becoming we are now we are dependent on government. I would say in government has started doing something because of farmers are unable to cultivate crops because of uncertainty of rain. If they if they don't have facilities of lake in their native in their home, I would say, so they are unable to cultivate crops in proper way. They are struggling, they are biting the bullet. But so these are the problem, and uh, that's why we are facing problem due to climate change, and we are cutting the tree, and these are the reason.
Okay, all right. So, what are some misconceptions about climate change that you have heard?
Misconception.
Yeah, related to climate change that you have heard.
Misconception about climate change. Uh, this is the misconception that we can evolve everything, and we can cut the tree. We can cut the tree, and we can do urbanization, and there will be no problem in terms of nature. And I think there will be no problem at all, and we will be able to get everything. and and we should keep on cutting the tree. I think this is the misconception, and but this is not true.
Hmm.
And the people are sitting together globally, and they are discussing about this. And so this is not a misconception. Conception. This is the global issue. It has become global issue, and if we will not take care of this thing, so after some time, we are not going to last forever.
Yes, so over here you were trying to come up with the word renewable or maybe and non-renewable. Like trees, we think that they're going to last forever. The correct word should have been trees are a renewable resource, but they take some time to get renewed.
Right.
Right? If we cut down each and every tree on planet Earth, then definitely it will get renewed, but it will take lots of time to get renewed.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. All right. So now I'll just give you a situation and you tell me what would you do in that situation. Okay. So imagine you live in a village surrounded by lush green forests where unemployment is rampant, very common. Okay. So if there is a proposal to cut down the trees, cut down the forest to build factories, so would you focus on the job security or would you be worried about the large scale environmental damage?
Uh, we shouldn't be selfish actually, and we can, as I said earlier, that we must balance actually. So, so it is my stance that so one part of the land which is barren, that is not useful, and we are not getting anything. There are some of the area which is having unnecessary tree, and that is even they are not releasing oxygen, and they even I would say that as uh, there is no benefit. I think so that that area can be developed uh, in such a way, and we can build factories, we can build, and we can develop that area
Hello.
of livelihood of human being. And having said that, the one of the part we can let it as it is uh, to secure the nature.
Okay, all right. So, am I audible, Mr. Sanjay?
Nature.
Am I audible? Because your video has stopped and I'm unable to hear you
And
properly.
so
Your voice is
if
breaking as well.
if we have, yeah,
Hello.
it is because of climate change, I think.
I think it's because of connectivity. It's not about because of climate change, but a nice joke. All right. So, Mr. Sanjay, I typed a few things in the chat box. So, is it there in
Yeah,
the chat box? Please, can you check once?
yeah, I can check. If we compare from 2001, yeah.
Okay, so can you tell me, like, can you please copy and send it to me because I have lost those chats. I have to recorrect your mistakes. Like,
Okay, so copy and paste.
yeah, can you do that, please? Because I
No,
have.
I'm unable to copy it.
Okay, so no issues. You just read the first sentence, read it out.
If we compare from 2001,
Okay, so see, when we talked about 2001 and 2024, right? So the sentence that you made was if I compare 2024 from 2001, but we compare something with something. Okay, so use the word preposition with, not from.
Okay, we compare with 2001. Okay, to
Yes, yes.
2024, isn't it? Okay, with okay,
Nice. Next
okay, got
sentence.
it.
What is it?
Problem in climate change, soil erosion.
Okay, all right. So the preposition in will not come over here. There is soil erosion is the problem of climate change, not in climate change. So,
Okay,
जो जो क्लाइमेट चेंज है, सॉइल एरोजन जो है उसका प्रॉब्लम है, उसमें प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. मे इज फॉर इन, बट व्हेन आई एम सेइंग का, it means it is a problem of climate change.
it is a problem of climate change. Soil erosion. Due to soil erosion, there would be chance of climate change.
Yeah, like soil erosion, then floods can happen, over flooding, landslides might happen.
Hello, hello.
Got it?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, landslides might
Mhm.
happen, floods may happen, avalanches might
Yeah, yeah.
happen. Got it?
Got it, got it.
Okay, so the third one, you mentioned some of the area. Have I written that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will tell you the difference between some versus few versus little.
Okay.
So some is something, we use some for uncountable thing. I need some milk, something we
Okay.
cannot count.
Sure.
We
Okay.
use few for things that we can count. I need a few chocolates.
Got it.
And little means again for uncountable things.
Mhm.
This is a
Okay.
grammar rule that you need to keep in mind. You got a little confused while you were using the word some with area. So that's the
Mm.
reason why I'm explaining this rule to you. There is a difference between the usage of some, few, and little.
Mm. Makes sense.
Got it? Okay, all right. So let's move ahead. So, Mr. Sanjay, if you had to convince your townspeople to choose nature
Yeah.
over industrialization, what points would you raise? How would you make your speech more compelling and effective in front of the townspeople?
I'll compel them that uh, in both areas there is pros and cons. So I think we must consider both things. If we will keep on cutting the tree, so there will be problem. And i- if we are not building and we are not evolving industries, so there will be problem. There will be unemployment
I'm unable to
problem,
hear you properly. Your
employment
voice is
problem.
breaking, Mr.
There will be. So
Your video has stopped as well. I'm unable to hear you. Your voice is breaking.
and
Can you hear me?
hello.
Yeah, can you hear me? I am unable to hear you properly. Your voice is breaking and your video has also stopped.
My,
Yeah, now
but
video now your
I
video is
can't.
okay.
Okay, okay. So I think we are facing bad
Yeah, yeah,
network. I think. Okay.
So yeah, sometimes it happens. Go ahead. I can hear you and you are properly visible now.
So I would love to tell them that if we will keep on destroying the nature, the consequences would be horrible. And
Mm-hmm.
on the other hand, if we are if we will not develop industries and we will oppose to develop the industries, to build the industries, so that would be also horrible. We won't be able to get job, and our future generation will blame to us. So I think we must balance both things. And So these are the things, ma'am, I would love to tell them that we should
Hmm.
balance.
So, our future generations will also blame to us is not correct. It's just blame us. To preposition is not required.
Blame us. Okay,
Yes, got it? Okay,
got it.
all right. So very well put, Mr. Sanjay. Your answer was like appropriately put, and it was very well designed. Now let's move ahead.
Mhm.
And why don't you tell me, like, how can you encourage other people, or maybe how can you motivate young people to take action against climate change? And what actions can they take to improve the existing situation?
So we can't do actually big thing, enormous thing. We can save the nature by doing little thing. So we can save fuel if we are heading somewhere. Actually, we are heading to cities and anything anywhere actually. So we can if we are stopping our vehicle to fill the fuel. So at that time we can turn off our car, and we can if there is no necessity of fans, we can turn off our fan AC. If there is no need of water, so we shouldn't keep on running our tap. In this way we can save nature, and these are little things, but it can be more beneficial uh, to us. And so these are the little things. And as much we should plant tree as much as we can plant. We can plant tree, and we can plant this thing. So we are doing all these things through in every year. My company is conducting such types of awareness sessions, such types of I would say they are doing something to save the nature. And we are meeting together once in a year, and we are planting the tree. And I can see the plant has grown up now, and they have they have taken shape actually. They are
Hmm.
now big. So I think in this way we can help uh, to save the nature. And apart from this nature, and I think the most important thing, I think mind over the matter. I think so. This is our nature, our body. It is also a nature. And if we are thinking futile things, if we are consuming trash, garbage, and futile into our mind, so outside things are getting dirty and they are getting filthy, and we are making our mind filthy as well after consuming futile things from social media. So I think we have to take care of our mind as well with nature, because whatever we are thinking, that is emitting into atmosphere, and that is spreading into atmosphere. It can be lust, it can be arrogance, it can be greed, it can be envy, malice, jealousy. We are emitting into atmosphere, and our atmosphere is getting filthy, and somehow it is impacting to human being, and they are getting influenced by this thought. Actually, I am doing so people are doing meditation, they are listening to spiritual discourses, but the atmosphere is very filthy, so that if they are going somewhere and uh, mm, they are unable to think positive. They always they they have always been in negative atmosphere, and their mind is thinking futile, and they are committing mistakes, and they are doing bad deeds, I would say.
Hmm. Okay.
So I
So
think,
then, yeah,
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 okay,
tell me.
ma'am.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, okay, I have finished.
No, no, go ahead. Complete your answer.
So So I think we should be more conscious about throughout the day what we are listening, what we are reading, what we are watching, and we should inculcate productive thing rather than unproductive thing.
Okay.
And yeah, okay,
Okay. So I'll just tell you one thing. We must not think futile. इसका मतलब ऐसे होता है ना, हमें फ्यूटाइल नहीं सोचना, हमें बेकार नहीं सोचना. यू फॉरगॉट टू ऐड वन वर्ड. वी मस्ट नॉट थिंक फ्यूटाइल थिंग्स, और
okay,
मस्ट नॉट लेट फ्यूटाइल थॉट्स एंटर आवर माइंड. Okay.
right.
All right. So you. So, Mr. Sanjay, you speak really very well. You use great idioms, and I would really like to appreciate you because you really use great idioms. The timing is also perfect. You make sure that you use great vocabulary too. So it's a great initiative, it's a great step that you have taken, and I'm not like watching you speak for just a few days, like but we interacted a few months ago, and I think that you have really progressed, and I can see that in you. I see that zeal, that burning desire within you. But most importantly, despite all these positives, all these advantages that you have in your speech, I would like to point out one mistake. Not a mistake, but it's a very minor fault that you can definitely improve. You would be able to do that.